Yo, Snow baby.
It's your boy No. We back on the No Show. I got Hung and my boy Frankie in the building.
Yo, what it do? What it do?
Good afternoon.
Cold turning into warm now, huh?
Yeah, still ugly as hell outside though.
I don't know about y'all, but when I got my stuff this snow in, when I snowed in, I had to figure out how to because the ice was so icy. I'm talking about like that ice to where you gotta Viking ice. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Did y'all have problems with it?
Yeah, ice skate rink all over the street.
I just took my bib off.
For sure.
My bib is off. I left it at the front door, I think.
Your
In
bib?
front of the building. Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
I still got my diapers on, but...
Yeah.
So,
wow.
So, Frankie told me you're from Houston, right?
Yeah.
What made you come to Kansas?
Man, a lot of things, man, but Houston being a big city, man, you're going to have a lot of opportunities to get in trouble. You know what I'm saying?
Right, yeah, I do that.
So, you end up getting caught up in that lifestyle, man. Kansas City was the right move at the right time. You know what I'm saying? Just to kind of get me back in a better position in my life, not only for myself, but for my family, too. You know what I'm saying? So
there's a lot of people coming from Houston, though, because when I be driving around, you be seeing them, heck of people from Texas down.
You know what it is? They probably tired of the flooding. You know what I'm saying? Because, Houston underwater. You know what I'm saying? So, and, half of Houston don't know how to swim either. So that's
so they just over there. You got alligators?
Nah, that's Louisiana, but it's close enough, though.
I'll be scared of them alligators. I ain't gonna play.
Yeah. Shit, them crackheads is like alligators in Houston. You know what I'm saying?
They swim, they fly.
Yeah.
No shit?
Yeah.
I ain't playing around with that.
Yeah.
Hey, see, that's what I'm saying with all these sharks and all this stuff, because what they saying is sharks are starting to adapt to us, right?
Okay.
They starting to adapt to us now because there's lesser shark bites. This is what they saying. I'm just saying what they saying, right?
Okay.
But my thing is this, right? I still feel like we should kill sharks, but alligators, they should die. I don't care what it was saying. You should kill them. You should kill them. Listen, that is a dangerous animal. That's more. It's first off, it's prehistoric, so you don't know. You really don't know what you messing with.
Yeah.
There's no way you should live that long. You shouldn't be living that long. I don't care.
What does prehistoric even mean?
Like back in the day with dinosaurs.
Talking about dinosaur times. That's what he's talking about.
We're in an age where religion is so crazy. You really can't tap into anything because these kids nowadays, they're not gonna grow up like us. We research stuff as kids. These kids, they're not gonna research. They're gonna go online and they're gonna Google it, and whatever comes up, that's God. That's it. Whatever it, and I don't care.
So God made sharks too? I don't remember that being in the Bible though.
Is there a heaven in that's sharks in heaven, Mom? Then Google it. There could be. In your heaven, there might be. I don't know.
Yeah, I definitely don't want to go to that heaven for sure.
They have Google in Houston?
Yeah.
They got that?
Yeah.
Google Fiber?
Did you probably had hooked it all up too?
No.
You didn't work there?
Yeah, I did a lot of cell tower work though, when I was down there in Houston. You know what I'm saying? Now, I ain't never climbed them though. You know what I'm saying? I ain't never climbed them though, because some of them be high. And back in the day, we didn't have internet on our phones. Right? So let me tell you what I had to do is I had to go to the library and I had to print out the coordinates to all the job sites I had to go to. Yeah. Right? And then I'm just driving in the middle of nowhere.
Just trying to find something.
To find the cell towers. Right? So I'm over there I got to go knock on a farmer's house and be like, sir, can I come on your land? Because I got to work. You see what I'm saying? In the middle of the night.
That, man.
Yeah. So back in the day, it was definitely tougher than it is now. So.
No, I think it's crazy, but I really feel like a world without alligators might be better for us. I'm just saying, bro. I don't trust them, bro. I don't trust them, man. Like you now they can swim in clear water too. Yeah. Man, bro, listen. I'm telling y'all seen all them alligators? They all together. They be like having an orgy, just jumping over each other.
I just think of Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom.
Go pet boy, see how you feel.
That just like that.
Now I will say this. That I agree with the alligator, right? But that's geographical. You understand what I'm saying? So you got to go to them areas to get attacked by alligators. Mosquitoes, that's a different story. Now, I can get rid of mosquitoes for the rest of my life, and I'll be okay with that. You understand what I'm saying?
Right. Yeah. I seen those videos of when you go to Amazon and a mosquito bites you, and then you got a little booger that lives inside you.
Yeah.
Oh, man,
you thought it was a cyst, but it got eyes on it.
Fuck that.
Yeah,
you're sweating and you're itching.
Yeah.
Fuck that.
Nah. They got a lot of that down south.
Yeah. Well, your people's from. He's from the Amazon. Everybody know Frankie from the Amazon. So.
How do you like working for Amazon? Because you're actually a celebrity. Like I should put up the video while we're doing this of you and that
talk
woman.
To him, Cisco.
Because he's actually been on the news and everything for Go
I've
talk
been
about
running from the cops for the last 10 years.
Oh snap!
Y'all know.
This is a wrong podcast. He fucked.
Did I just mess that up?
Fuck yeah. Yeah.
Oh man. No, I don't. I think some people that found out, I think they were more surprised than anything.
No,
That was definitely not something planned, nor did I want anybody to know. It's like, yeah, I'm positive that I didn't want anybody to know. That's like walking around with a black eye for the.
Yeah, but it's a humbling black eye though. It ain't like I got a black eye for fighting.
But but the thing is, they had the video clip, but the video clip was only him crying in front of billions of people. So that's crazy in itself.
Fair.
You know what I'm saying? So
that's a lot of emojis and reels.
Like my dude's bottom lip.
We ain't gonna do it.
His bottom lip was shaking so bad, bro, in this video. You understand what I'm saying? Look like Roscoe from Martin.
With braces on. With braces on.
Yeah.
Oh shit, you did have braces. I forgot about that.
Braces.
Yeah.
Are you really laughing?
When your snot was touching your braces, I was dying.
Like I think it got stuck. I think I still have a scar because it got stuck. No, I mean a lot of it too was first, like not even a month in the new gig. People training me still, and I was as a driver too. So I think seeing it now, I haven't even talked about that story in a while. I have not even. Yeah, I haven't even talked about that story, but
I think it was what you were still fresh though, probably about a couple weeks in. I think.
Barely, not even. Probably a couple weeks
in. So
I got a different story for Amazon. I didn't get no praises. I didn't get no TV time. I got a dog bite. I got a police officer bothering me.
No. Cisco got a couple of them dog bite stories too. Now, man.
It's the small ones too. Y'all need to worry about the small ones. Y'all worry about them big ones. It's the small motherfuckers that going.
No, tell them the story about the one that snuck up in the grass.
I mean, you know how when you're a kid and you're scared of the dark.
Mm-hmm.
And you all the house lights are on. It was one of those things where I'm getting ready to deliver this package, and it's about 75 yards away. I can see the front of the house, and you hear the dogs barking. And I'm thinking, man, I'm about to just drop this package off and leave. I'm just doing my job. I'm in and out. So I'm in that time frame. They're barking. I don't hear no barking. It's kind of like you feel footsteps. You feel a presence behind you. And next thing you know, I'm anticipating a bite, and I get yacked in the back of my ankle.
Listen, my shit is I came up and the old lady looking at me. We in a mansion too. So listen, these people should I already know what's up. All right, I get it. I tattooed. I get it. So I'm telling her I am approaching you with this package, man. I'm letting you know.
Yeah.
Well, you know what they tell us too. We really ain't supposed to mess with no one that got dogs unless they put it up. That's really if we want to go. But I wasn't going by that. I was just trying to you trying to get your
you had the yellow vest on at the time.
No, at this time, this was my second time going back, and this time we actually had the blue. This is when we first started getting the official cars. We started getting the blue cars.
The branded
we started
vans.
Actually, were they Benzes? Whatever they were. I don't know.
Right. But they had the logo on them.
Yeah. Okay. So I walk up there, I let her know, and this old lady, this bitch ass old lady, I'm gonna call her that. Fuck that. She sees me and she lets me know everything's okay. Caution, you don't need to caution. Oh, he's okay. Come up here.
Don't worry.
I come up there and everything seems good. So I give her a pack. I'm like, cool. This motherfucking dog. She waited. As I turned around, that dog just ran at me. I was like halfway to my car.
Certified sprinter.
All I heard was that. I felt that bite. Yeah. I was like, this motherfucker bit me.
I'm just hanging on to you.
No, I didn't get that.
To attack. Yeah,
I just got a shark bite.
Yeah, like your dog was hanging on you.
Yeah, mine wasn't hanging on me. I was running away. He
had called me and the dog was still hanging on him.
Are you serious?
Yeah. And I told him, you're going to be all right, bro. Just get to your next stop.
Can you finish the job?
I said, go finish the job. It's all good.
Yeah, I was like, don't worry. You only got like 10 stops left. Go ahead and knock that out, and then I'll see you back at the station. You know what I'm saying? So,
I'm bleeding to death.
Yeah.
I'm checking for pulse.
Yeah. I told him to leave the windows down because that night it rained to clean out the inside of the van.
So wicked.
And when you're an Amazon worker, don't nobody care about you. The only thing they want to know is, do you have my package?
Bitch, I'm looking for the dispatch phone number. I'm like, who do I call?
I'd be like, man, it might be in there. I don't know.
Yeah.
You might get lucky.
In the summer, hot, sweating, skin burning.
Yeah, because I'm gonna tell you, the worst time I hate working for Amazon will probably be right now, like the
winter time,
holiday time. I'm gonna take that back because you ain't going home. No. You working more than 12 hours, and that money you get, you ain't about to spend it. Everybody around you that you love spending that because you working every single day.
Family? Nah, you got family?
Yeah.
I didn't know you were a husband.
Take all that. You be like, what?
Oh, you got kids too?
I don't even have to be a husband. I'm a daddy, man. I'm a fucking kid. I'll take everything.
You want to celebrate holidays?
Yeah.
Oh, interesting.
Don't you think it's funny on Father's Day where we'll get socks, ties, they birthdays and they Christmases, they getting gifts, they getting shit taken them places.
Yeah.
Your time,
I'm still waiting on my Christmas gift.
Bro, I'm still
Amazon.
waiting on my birthday gift, G. Like my birthday gift ain't came. What the fuck?
Yeah,
That was in November.
You paid for Prime, right? You got Prime?
All day.
Yeah.
I'm a Prime holder.
I'm still waiting. Amazon.
Hey man, my stuff was in Amazon. No, I was Nebraska Furniture Mart. I take it back.
But is the weather
That's
is
funny,
really
though.
preventing people?
Yeah, I mean, bro, bro. I'm gonna
I
tell
thought
you.
it was always money that prevents you from getting anything. The weather. You already done spent your money.
Yeah.
You're
Spend
still
your
waiting.
money trying to get your car out the driveway, probably. That's what you spend your money on.
Well, we can all agree that this is probably the worst winter we've had. Like, cause last year wasn't as bad. We probably had like a little splash of snow. This year, bro, this shit.
Now, I wanted to ask you, being a Kansas City native, is this something that you grown accustomed to over the years, or this is something new to you?
Well, shit has changed with over decades. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because when I grew up, we did have snow in December. You see what I'm saying? But then as you got older, that stuff started going away. You started getting hotter. The climate has changed here for us too. Because I mean, the coldest days would start in November. Now, really, the coldest days are in January and February now. Instead of because look, our Christmas, bro. Our Christmas was mad.
A month in winter, technically. Winter didn't start until
but in Kansas, bro, we go through like 4 months of winter. Like we don't even get 90
So now
days.
you're going to end up bleeding into like the spring months.
Yeah, the months that we want to chill, we ain't gonna get now.
So we might get snow on Cinco de Mayo still is what he's trying to say.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Having snow in March in the Midwest is pretty crazy. I don't think it's not unheard of.
Well, with everything going with the wildfires, and shout out to LA and all that stuff going through with them, it's just
crazy.
I mean, we can see that it's real. Global warming is real. We all going through it. No matter what you say, it's gonna affect us. I mean,
thought I was just getting heat flashes. I thought I'm just getting old.
Yeah.
Isn't that what happens?
Yeah. So you either freezing or you burning right now.
I mean, I'm gonna tell you what. This is the first
My
time.
toes are cold.
Yeah.
I need blood circulation, man. What do I do? What do I take? I'm still waiting on those pills too in the mail.
The juice? The chews?
Yeah.
Have you tried? Have you guys tried the blue chews?
No.
I want to.
No.
I want to know.
No.
I want to terminate some purge pussy. I just want to take the chew pill and just.
Now, I've seen a lot about those honey packs. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, no stuff.
Shout out to Cameron or what?
Yeah. So I think it's it's like a black elephant tie honey pack. You know what I'm saying? So now if the lady boys are endorsing it from Thailand, it's got to be for real. You know what I'm saying?
Right here, ladies and gentlemen. You know where you need to get now.
We need to get an endorsement, by the way. So,
we need an endorsement. We need to get buy a whole new podcast. We'll do it. We'll do it every weekend. Let's go. Endorse this shit. I'm down with it.
Yeah, we go out there shooting in Bangkok or something. You know what I'm saying?
We got floods. My pants are flooded.
Bangkok.
My pants are flooded. I'm getting old. I actually was thinking about taking those. Not a hormones. What is that?
Which one? Testosterone?
Bro.
Yeah. That starts to deplete as we get older. All men, we start to lose testosterone. You know what I'm saying?
When you get into those mid-30s, the end of your 30s is when you're going to really start, as I found, you're going to start, even if you work out. I'll be working out a lot. So it's still, no matter what, you still, and I think when we hit 50, we start losing muscles to where we can't get the muscles. You know what I'm saying? But as you get older, and you start realizing that all this shit really don't matter. It don't matter what we it's to a point where we're at in our lives. When you get in your 30s, your mid 30s, close to 40, 50s, we're trying to figure out where we're going, what we doing, what we got going on. And I think my look, for me personally, I've downgraded because I used to be I got grills. I used to braid I used to try to keep my appearance so clean and stuff. But,
right.
As you get older and,
it's a choice.
It's hard, bro. You raising kids. It's and for real, I'm gonna be real. As I've gotten to this age, women have become no homo, but women going out fucking a bitch, trying to find something to fuck, or just being with a girl, they become low priority because now it's trying to be successful. Now I want to worry about the things that in 20 years I got to look back at because it's cool in your 20s to do whatever you're doing. You get older now, you're like, what am I doing though? Because every day doing the same thing and still, I just feel, you know what I'm saying? So you change caring about yourself as much. Because listen, I don't wake up every day and want to,
and I believe that now. I believe that, right? But I also believe that it's very important to also make time for yourself too,
You're right.
So if that means waking up early, if that means grooming yourself, maybe once every 2 weeks and maybe not every 3 days, right? It's very important to still put just as much time.
I believe in taking showers, though. You should take showers.
Yeah, so
we're not condoning that.
No one
putting that time back into yourself, I think is very important, right? Because now it exuberates through your flesh, right? Individuals will look at you and be like, man, that's a well-carried dude. You understand what I'm saying? So now it's like you walking around with this infinite light coming out of you, right? Conversation starters. We talked about tattoos a second ago, right? The tattoos, they always mean something, right? So now when you're sitting in a bar, a restaurant, whatever the case may be, even in a grocery store, somebody might ask you, hey, young man, let me see that tattoo on your neck. What that mean? Right? Now we break it into conversation. You understand what I'm saying? So again, a lot of the times these tattoos, man, it's conversation starters. You know what I'm saying? So if there's stories behind a lot of them, for individuals like us that's been through a lot of things, you know what I'm saying? These are great pieces, man, to talk with individuals with. You know what I'm saying?
Maybe that's how I started cutting hair. I mean, my father messed my hair up, and it's kind of like how I started into that journey, which is kind of dope because as much as I needed to cut my hair, not realizing the investment behind it, now I'm able to work and communicate with other people who want a hairstyle.
Because it was a really bonding time.
Like I find a lot of my time I would be trying to cut my hair, and I could spend hours in the bathroom.
Yeah, we talked about that. Too long.
Too long, bro.
I got a fade by you, and I think it was like, listen, I'm getting ready to it's from my first fight, bro. And I'm getting ready to go do my MMA fight. And, he wants to talk and stuff, and I dig that, but I'm so, like...
Mind you, he's 10 minutes late to his fight because of the haircut.
Hey,
you know what I'm saying?
He missed weight.
Three-hour fade.
The haircut actually allowed him to make weight.
Yeah, lose the weight. Gotta cut the hair.
Yeah, but I think that's that was important for us too as kids because we always wanted to be the freshest one.
I wanted to be the nicest, the freshest.
So, even for me, I cut my own hair now, you know what I'm saying? But back when I was 12, 13 years old, I didn't know what the hell I was doing.
Heck no.
I had the ugliest fades in school,
I wish I could dress like him.
I don't have no tattoos, and when I first met Hung, I didn't know if he was Hispanic. I don't know what he was.
I used to get that a lot all the time too. So
with the tattoos, he always had a lot of these tattoos.
It's got to be some type of European thing, because I don't see that,
He was born in
you remember the drivers at Amazon? She thought I was from Europe.
Stop.
She said, yeah, you wear all black. It's the way your hair is, the tattoos. And I told her, I was like, yeah, I'm from Brixton. You know what I'm saying?
Like, I'm from New York.
Like, where do you get all this? Back to the Google. Google.
Yeah. So,
but I think being approachable, it's going to take time, confidence, all of that, from how you look to how you carry yourself, how you speak. I've never fit the status quo. But you know what? If a person gave you the opportunity, just that 5-minute window, I guarantee you're going to have their ear. You know what I'm saying? Because we the type of individuals, man, you give me 5 minutes of your time, I'm going to get your ear. You know what I'm saying? We're going to have a great conversation. Man.
I don't know about good conversation. I'm not an approachable guy. I'm not like that much.
Yeah.
I think that people tell me about their problems a lot. I don't know. I grew up around that to where I guess even with girls when I was, I always get girls that want like tell me their problems. I'm more like a Dr. Phil. That's too real. That's what I feel like. I feel like I would do that. I'm more like that because listen, ain't nobody approaching me. I tell you, ask me when you was approached.
How about that?
Nobody. When? Yeah. So I don't get that. You know what I'm saying? My conversation game is lame because if you don't want to talk about what I want to talk about, I'm probably going to be like, this conversation kind of...
How are you? You ever had problems communicating with people?
Never. My whole life.
See?
But again, before I built this relationship with God, right, when I was younger, I used to think that, man, you know what? I have this great gift, right, where I'm able to talk to anybody, persuade anybody. But then I thought, what was this gift for? Right? It was for my own personal use. So I would use that with girls. I would use that with family just to get what I want. I'm going to manipulate anybody to get what I want. You know what I'm saying? So that's when I started getting into the cell phone thing, started selling cell phones, started selling cars, because I'm like, man, shit, I could sell water to a fish. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But then I started to realize, I'm like, man, damn, is this gift really for me or is this for everyone else? You see what I'm saying? So now that I built this relationship with God, right, now I'm able to kind of speak his wisdom through me, through other individuals. You know what I'm talking about? Because, we talk about how, God has been able to kind of come down and give me gifts in my life. And it's like, if I do nothing with these gifts, he cannot give me any more gifts. Right?
What do you do with it? What do you do with from cutting hair too? Even like taking an hour to cut somebody's hair,
Right.
having conversations, and you share the pains. Well, what is the slogan you use, huh? You say learning how to turn pain
into purpose, turning pain into purpose, right? So I think that's something important too to realize, because a lot of times, man, we'll all go through something, but then we try to understand it. Sometimes it's not meant for you to understand, right?
Why did I go?
Sometimes it's just for you to accept the fact that you're hurting, right? And being able to be like, okay, this is where I'm at. What do I do from here, right? So, because sometimes it's not meant for you to understand, right? We play this game like, why God, why me, all the time, right? Instead of accepting the fact that it's happened to me, right? Now what do I do from here, right? Do I put my armor back on and I go back on that battlefield, or I continue to be in the dark?
So could
You see what I'm saying?
I just lack of hope, lack of vision and trust. I never knew what to do with any of these gifts.
Yeah.
There's times where you have other people affirming or confirming things that you're good at. You know what I'm saying? Until you're around certain individuals that are in need, you may not even identify a lot of stuff that. So I don't think I've ever felt bad for anybody. You know what I'm saying? Even now as an adult, it's like, oh, you're only doing that because maybe you think that you're going to save them. You got something to give to them. So I don't know. I think that's what makes it easier, approachable to deal with people, because there's no foreign agenda. There's no ulterior motive. Like, I ain't trying to, dang, man. So, but yeah, no, man, I think a lot of, even within the gifts I have, man, I could be doing more. I could be doing more what I got, the time that I have. Speaking about age and growing up, husband, being a father, I need, all from what motivates me. So yeah, no, man, I could relate to that a lot, bro.
I think that goes back to, like, as men when we're younger, if you're raised by a father, if you're raised, because what you're both speaking on is mostly like you have a lot of good confidence. You're confident about the way you can approach people. You're confident about what you can say to people. So I think that goes back to a lot of how you were upbringings too, because it's different. Pain is different. Like for me, pain is what makes sure I don't give up. That's been my day one. It's the only thing that keeps me up, that makes me keep going, no matter how much someone hits me, no matter how much someone tells me I'm not going to make it, I'm not going to do this isn't going to happen. I still keep getting, no matter, even though I know I'm probably not going to win. I have a problem with not giving up at all, no matter how much.
And I love how you brought that up, because, me and Cisco, we talk about this all the time, is that, naturally we're failures. We're born as failures, right? So what is another failure to me? Does that make sense? Yeah. Right? So me, I tell you, like on the way here, right? Fear is temporary. Regret is forever, right? So 100, man, I would rather get up off my ass and try to go do something and fail again than not to even try at all. You get what I'm saying? Right. So you failed a million times in your life. What's another failure? Right? So. Well,
I think we tell our kids that's one thing I like to tell my daughter too. When you fall, what do? You get back up. Right, it's like a constant thing that you're going to have to do no matter what you are. That's like the world, bro. The world is failures. Think about it. Yeah. Like, you're always going to get failed. You're always going to fail. You might surpass a lot of things, and that's what gives you whatever you're going. But it's that failure is what really molds you to really be what you become, successful or whatever. You wouldn't know that you were that good at talking to people unless you would have failed all the time. Yeah. But since you didn't fail, you realize, oh, this is a gift that I have, and you were smart enough to see that, because homies that I grew up with, we didn't have nobody, and I wish a lot of people had somebody that would push them into a place that they could be like, you know what, I see something in you. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And I think that you have this gift. And I think that that's dope that you realize it. Just like you have the gift of gab. You see what I'm saying? It's I think that stuff is really for certain people, because I got homeboys that are really good in places. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. And they can go far. But me, I'm just not. I just don't have that. That's just ain't my thing. I don't got it.
There's areas of my life that I'm not good at, but being able to identify those things in other people, learning not to always take the spotlight. I don't know if that's just being a father. I'm sure my father had visions, goals of raising 2 boys, but so even now being a father now too, it's like learning. It's like, bro, you ain't up today. You ain't got nothing worthy to get up, get out of bed. You know what I'm saying? What were we talking about before? People, they want to leave work early to then do nothing with that time. Nothing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, hey, that's real. Like,
if I want to have off, it's like I want to give up this round.
It's crazy to me to think that all these individuals, like, man, I'm willing to go put 40 hours into this job, but not put 40 hours into my own life, right? Yeah, like, you got to remember, man, like, when you go home, work ain't over. You understand what I'm saying? So we have to always continue to better ourselves, right? Whether that be emotionally, spiritually, physically, right?
Sure. Right.
Because, we talk about health is wealth, you know what I'm saying? So
that's also having a healthy mindset too, because a lot of people don't have that mindset either. Like, when you're young and you're working, you're like, I want to get home to see what everyone's doing. And when you get home, no one's doing shit. So I think that's even when you have kids, when you first start working and your kids at home, you're like, damn, I want to go hold my baby, man. I want to see what the hell that motherfucker doing. Yeah. It's us feeling like we're missing something. And then I feel that if you have no aspiration, some people don't have that, like, that's what this goes all back to what I was saying at us getting older. Like, you get to a point in your life where you have to figure out what you're gonna shoot for. It don't matter who you are. You have to. You have no other choice
either, man. Yeah. I hated failing. I didn't know, and not realizing as I get older, there's a way to fail. There's a way to go about failure. Yeah. And I'm still trying to learn that. I'm still trying to teach that.
As he was saying a second ago about, you working all day and wanting to come home and be with your kids, right? That's a good segue to the analogy that I always make. As a man, right? You the front runner, you the leader of the house, right? So it's your duty to pick up that machete and continue to go through the jungle and make a way for you and your family, right? Right. So every time you start to play with your kid while he's in the sand, who's picking up that machete? You understand what I'm saying? Right. So now it's like you have to remember what your purpose is, right? So sometimes it sounds fucked up, but you got to put your purpose in front of your girl, in front of your kids, in front of your parents, in front of all of them, right? In order to get everybody to where they need to go to sometimes. You know what I'm saying? So I tell people this, putting your purpose before anybody has always been beneficial. You get what I'm saying? So like for me, every time I put my girl before my purpose, she always end up hating me. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. So I used to always put her on a high pedestal. I needed her validation, right? She's upset. I'm like, let me go take her out for dinner, right? It's cool for the night, right? After that, we go back to the crib. I'm busting up her guts. The next day, she hate me again. So what? You see what I'm saying? So it's a crazy cycle, right? So then when I start to realize, man, fuck my girl. I love her, but fuck her. My purpose comes first. Priorities. Right? So as you start to move that way and pick those machetes back up, because God gave you two hands. Now you got two machetes. She going to look at me like, damn, that's the man I got with. You see what I'm saying? Right, yeah. So now I'm going to support this man, because now he's a man and not just a kid. Right? Because now she don't feel like she's taking care of you now. You understand what I'm saying? So
heavy.
That is some real stuff, though. That is some real stuff.
So, and I didn't come to these realization, right? This revelation until I moved out on my own, right? So me and my girl still technically together. We don't live in the same house, right? But again, I didn't realize any of this until I was on my own, right? So now I'm at peace with myself when I don't hear any noise around me, right? So then I realized, I'm like, man, through isolation is where we reach elevation, right? So
you have gone into a stage of self-health to where you have blocked anything that will get in the way of your priority and your purpose. Correct. Which is very much so basically having tunnel vision. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. And that goes all back to what I was just saying, to having something to look forward to. And I want to get on that subject of you saying that you have to basically realize what's important to you, because see, I grew up and all the homies was family. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. When I lost my family, all my friends was like my family. And I thought every time I got out of the joint, we spend all day together. Because in jail, that's all you do. You with your homies all day in prison. That's all you do, all jail. So I thought that was being a man. So when I got out, that's what I thought that was. You see what I'm saying? Then when I had my kid, and I took like 5, 6, 7, 10 years of just L's of trying to do what I wanted to do. And of course, I've been my father. But, you try to, then you realize you start losing people really close to you. A father, a mother, a brother. Somebody you really loved, a homie. And then you're on that deathbed of watching, not your deathbed, but you're on their deathbed and you see a dead body, you see somebody you love. I think that's when it clicks with most people, where you realize, everyone that's not here in this moment right now is the only people that really give a fuck about me. You get to that point where you realize, damn, I need to look at what I want for myself, even if it is being with this person, if it's pursuing this dream, or it's a profound thing that you get, and that's what you have that you're saying that a lot of people don't have. Like, bro, it's that value, bro. Yeah. Like it's honestly the truth of the matter is you love yourself more than you love putting yourself in.
And I think when individuals start to do that, man, everybody's gonna move that much better, right? And then we just talked about death, and I know we were talking about this in the car, right? It's all about perspective, right? When you lose somebody, just as a kid, when anybody taking away your toy, your food, you're going to get upset, right? Yeah, right. So naturally, when we lose somebody, we're always going to be upset, right? We think it's the worst thing that could ever happen to us. Not realizing, right, maybe they have already served their purpose for God. And that's why God had already taken them. So they've already done their duty. You
I
understand what I'm saying?
hate that you are saying this because you are saying something that, see, I grew up, right? And I lost a lot of people really young. So I it's hard for me to say goodbye to people. I have a problem with moving on from people.
Of course,
I have a very
it's
bad
natural.
problem.
Of course.
And my girl will always tell me this, and I hated it. She would be like, you know what? There are some people that are just coming to your life and they meant to go, and I'm like, nah. My homie, what's the move? That's my homie.
I hate
for
that
life.
equation.
We ain't never gonna leave each other.
Yeah.
And then my homie go to jail for life, or my homie died, or he switch up on me, and because I'm base loyal, bro. That's all I can be. I'm either loyal or I'm your enemy. I can't be either way. That's all I am. It's all I can be. So when you see that you get older, and everyone will go through this, That's why your parents or someone tells you you're not going to be friends with your high school, and you don't, bro. Like, the honest truth is, as you get older, there's a very, very 2% chance that you're going to still be friends with your high school homie.
Yeah,
it don't happen.
It's rare.
And then most of the people that you care about in certain decades that you go through, you lose people.
No.
And you start thinking, like, you get 40, 50, you start like, listen, fuck it. She right.
Well, so you see, like, again, perspective, right? So did I lose people, or did God pull me away from something that had no value to me?
Opening doors.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, I didn't look at it like that.
So when you look at it, you used to be like, man, God, why? Why did you take that person from me, right? So I planned on being, say, that homie and me was supposed to be friends for the rest of our life. But God said, no, I got a better plan for you.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm going to remove you from this, right? Because they can't go where you going. You understand what I'm saying? You have a different purpose. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
And then who am I to question God, right? The man that does anything and everything behind my back, I have nothing about. You know what I'm saying? So again, trusting Him, but also accepting what He's given to you. You know
That's what I was
saying?
saying earlier too. Like, I don't know how to lose. I didn't know how to lose. I wasn't taught how to lose. There's a way to lose.
Mm-hmm.
There's a way to go about and how you carry yourself after this loss. You know what I'm saying? So it's like God saying, I gotta take you out. I got to remove you, but what we're seeing is others being taken away.
Yeah.
So if you're losing or if it's a loss, but the analogy that you use, man, picking up the machete.
The machete.
And being able to drive through, being a pioneer for yourself, which opens up doors for others, you know what I'm saying? So, but a lot of stuff that we have to learn how to let go to be able to gain something.
Yeah. And we're humans, man. We fear everything that we don't know about, right? We fear the unknown.
Right, yeah.
So if somebody takes somebody from us in this said room, we don't want to walk into the next room, right? Because we're still mourning the individual in this room, not knowing that God has something better for us in that next room. You see what I'm saying? So again, we talk about how time is so precious, but if it was so precious, why is 1 foot in and 1 foot out looking in that room that we just walked out of? You see what I'm saying? Because if time was so precious, we would make the best of this time in that next room.
There's a Jay-Z song that he's like, you gotta learn how to live with regrets. You know what I mean? I still kind of wrestle with that idea. I got a lot of regrets. You know what I'm saying? I got a lot of stuff and mistakes, but I'm learning how that a lot of these no's or failures in my life, I'm grateful for. How many areas that God has protected me from stuff that I should have never gotten, or doors that were closed in my life, or said taken away or lost. A lot of times God's trying to separate you from things. So to be able to grow, it's kind of like dead weight. You go in the water, you're drowning, you're sinking. Learning how to let those things go, so now we can get afloat. But then when you get afloat, now you got to survive. So there's tactics. There's still life that continues to occur. After these fires, man, there's still playoffs is still going on.
Yeah, I mean,
everything's
we're not
still
about how
happening.
State Farm straight just like pulled the most gangsterous ghost mode in the history of insurances. Like, hey, I'm gonna tell you what, State Farm. I don't want to ever see a State Farm commercial. I don't ever want to see. Who do you call State Farm? No, you don't. Motherfucker, what you mean? Yeah, they can't call you. You straight said, hey, that is the most gangster shit I've ever seen. They did, bro. I'm still sitting here like, why the fuck ain't nobody, like, we can say whatever, but that is the most gangsterous shit you can do. Like, you mean to tell me that I'm going to pay insurance, and then if something bad happens to my house, which is the insurance I'm paying for every year coming out of my shit, that you can't help me? Right. I'm fucked? God damn, that's crazy, bro. That is, hey, listen, that is the most gangster shit. That, and what's cold is
you're paying for insurance.
You're still gonna pay either way.
You're still paying for it.
That's wild.
We were at work
There's no choice
at Amazon, and I got my son's iPad, and we're doing work, we're checking these vans, blah, blah, and I remember sitting the iPad down, and I ended up sitting on it. And Hung's like, bro. I'm like, what's going on? I didn't even hear it. And I cracked the iPad screen, jacked up Santino, little Tino's screen. You're looking at me the whole time. I'm like, bro, what am I gonna tell this kid?
Yeah, I thought he was gonna murder you.
You know. But the idea of paying for insurance, my wife was like, don't worry about it. You know what I'm saying? I think a lot of that too is like you don't realize what you're sowing into that ultimately you can get finance from. The iPad's Gucci now, it's fixed, but I don't know if any of that insurance from policies that allow you for medical insurance and then even like home insurance for these fires. You're putting into money. I don't know how you get recouped for something that you know.
Fuck, bro. And I think we're growing up in a world where we're starting to realize that they can't hide stuff from us no more. There is no more pulling the wool sheet over our faces, making us. I mean, listen, we're up here talking about people that are going to doctors that don't know their own. You went to medical school for 8 years. How the fuck you don't know how to treat me? That is insane to me. Like to where you're at a point where you're as humans, we're like, yo, listen, I would probably rather go to a medicine woman than take my ass up here to this hospital and pay a fortune for something that they probably have no fucking clue in their mind on what's going on with me.
Like a shaman?
I do it. Hey,
heck no, man.
Hey, if Alex Ferreira is winning all those fights from shamans, I need to know what the hell's going on, okay? Because he does a shaman thing every time before he fights.
That's crazy.
All this stuff I feel like is just we're becoming a place to where what can divide us now. We're not focusing on what can unite us now.
Everything's in the open.
It's like what don't I like? What don't I know that can make me not like something? I feel like it's the new thing. It's like everyone turn around like the thing used to be I'm vegan. Everyone was vegan from it. Now you can't go to vegan because you see that shit is literally getting put into your vegan
GMOs?
fucking food.
What do you call it? GMOs?
And then you see that this. Why would you grow shit right next to any vegetables or anything that's gonna gonna cause us this pesticide? Like,
and then now we gotta pay more money.
I think it's crazy.
Organic foods.
I think I seen a video not too long ago where the lady was talking about if you go to a store and you look at all the fruits and the vegetables that are laid out, it is the most vibrant colors you have ever seen in your life. If you compare the damn tomato to what a tomato looked like in the 60s, it's completely different.
Oh shit!
Right?
No shit, that's crazy.
It's because again, they're marketing the vegetables and the fruits to look a certain way, right? So now everything has way more color in it. There's old people that's like, man, I ain't never seen an apple that red before. I seen it burgundy.
Or a tomato that red.
Right? My tomatoes used to be gray, you know what I'm talking about? But now they red all of a sudden, right? But they promote this whole vegan, healthy lifestyle, right? And the lady was talking about, nah, you don't want to go pick those in the store. You want to go eat the frozen vegetable because those have to be frozen right after they're picked.
That's crazy.
You see what I'm saying? Like these, they're going to keep getting injected so they look good in the store. You see what I'm saying? Fresh. So, again, that goes with chicken too, right? You think about the damn rotisserie chicken at the store, right? Fire. Sam's Club, $5. You can't beat that, right? But you look at the titties on that chicken. The titties on that chicken big, right? It's injected. So when dudes walking around and you wearing your girl's bra, you know why. You understand what I'm saying? Because you had too much damn rotisserie chicken.
You know what? This is real though.
Can I get some more sauce with that, please?
Listen, I know homies that got a lot of kids, bro, and I can tell you one thing that we can all affirm: if you get off from work, whatever you're doing in your life, it is more cheaper, more affordable, and more convenient to just go get your kid a McDonald's meal than go in there and cook a full course meal and spend that meal probably costs like more than a Happy Meal, like fucking $20, you know? So we're in a world now to where you can't look away no more. You can't look like, think of us when we were growing up, what they say, that pyramid was cheese, milk, eggs. Now you turn around, all that shit bad for me? What the fuck?
So we talk about, you know, how when we was in school, the teachers used to be like, breakfast is the most important meal of the day, right? Talking about, you know, your brain is going to be functioning good if you eat breakfast in the morning, right? But who is the one that came up with the slogan? Kellogg, Jimmy Dean, the dudes that's billionaires now.
Then you watch the Netflix that shows you about all these motherfuckers. Have you guys watched that Netflix show about that?
Did they remove that one?
It might. I don't know. I
forget what it's called.
Yeah.
I should know with all these reaction videos.
Eat all the sugary breakfast foods, though. You know what I'm saying? Did nothing for the kids. Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
But you don't realize that until you get older and you realize, it's with everything, though, bro. Yeah. It's not just with that. It's just everything that we was taught, bro. Listen, I'm going to tell you this, that you start realizing all this stuff going around, and it's on you now to investigate shit that's being said. It's on you now to is this accurate? Is this, because now you don't have you used to have one option. You have multiple options how to live your life, how to do this, how to go everywhere. So I
only knew Converse. You know what I mean? I only had a pair of Converse. I didn't have MJs. But yeah, it's oversaturated. A lot of the information, everything is just oversaturated.
Well, what about, I know you're very hard on Christianity. I know like you're very hard on that. And there's so many things that debunks to people. Because at the end of the day, remember, we're in an era where they can put whatever they want on the internet. Yeah. You don't know if the facts are so. If you're not there, you don't know. You see what I'm saying? Like even if you're Muslim, even if you're Christian, even if you're Buddhist, even if you're any of these religions, it's so difficult to understand where to go, even in religion, faith, relationships. I mean, marriage is down more than it's ever been. Most people don't get married. It's not even what people are doing. Like,
marriage is fire. Shout out to wifey, my little blueberry. But no, I think even religion too. So I we talk about gods or what you believe in. Like when I get around certain individuals, it's easy for me to kind of share my personal faith. But then what I've also had to learn is to ask questions. So as much as you want to share your point of view, learning how to be a better listener, to like really hear where people are coming from instead of just projecting my perception. But I've had to spend time. I've had to have my personal, like you said, you got to have to like do your own research. Yeah. You have to, the Bible says to study to show thyself approved. But yeah, man, I've learned how to be able to listen more, to kind of hear people out, to kind of understand where they're at. So I don't get intimidated by other religious views or perspectives, even within the church or body of Christ, like people being born in the kingdom or a part of God's kingdom. But now I've learned to ask, like, okay, but which God are you talking about? Like, who or what God are you talking about? Almost to an extent where I have to like tell my son, like I don't even tell my son that he's Christian, because I believe he has to have, at some point, he's going to have his own encounter.
Yeah, you're going to have to go on your own quest.
You're going to have to do that. There's times where my wife is like, she's like, why, what are you talking to him about? You know what I'm saying? And so I'd rather my son hear those things from me than be able to hear that from somebody else. So,
well, I mean, that's what I'm saying, though, that's a good father, too, because like what you're doing is the same way I was talking about. You're showing your son a different way. You're giving him that path that a lot of us didn't have either. In Houston, is it really religious out there? Is it like I've been there, but I'm not been in the culture like that.
I mean, with the Asian community, especially with the Vietnamese community, most of the time, Vietnamese community going to be Catholics. You know what I'm saying? So it's rare that you find like the Vietnamese Christians, man. Most of the time, they're going to be Catholic for sure, or Buddhist. But a majority of the time, they're going to be Catholic. They got the real big, beautiful churches, 24 karat gold, marble floors, all that.
Wow. 24 carats?
Yeah.
You ain't found none of that in Kansas, have you?
Yeah. So,
actually, no.
So small town outside of Houston, Port Arthur, man. Port Arthur got a big Vietnamese community, too. They got one of the most beautiful Catholic churches down there, too. And it's crazy that they built one there because there really ain't too many people that live there. You know what I'm saying? So...
and I've met one of them.
So...
Yo, listen. Thank you guys for coming in, man. I know that you guys got a lot of stuff going on. I know that it was out of nowhere, because...
fire.
Yeah, I mean... we got to do this more. You know what I'm saying? Like I've already talked to you about a project you could do yourself to star in. You know what I'm saying? I just start doing it, bro. Just give it a try, bro. Give it a try. Give it a try and see what happens. Even if it's not with me, do it for yourself though, because there's so much. We're in an era, bro, where potential. If you have that, like even you, if you can talk just what you've been doing, you will inspire someone. You see what I'm saying? You both have it. And I know thousands of homeboys in prison that didn't have a father. OG Scrap right now, he got out of prison, right? Shout out to him.
Shout out, Scrap.
I always tell him, thank you for what he did for me in prison, because I was a teenager. And he always he could have gave me a fucking lot. He gave me a lot of shit. But one thing he did, and shout out to Diamond G2 and Gina, they would always give me the perspective of the little homie. Like, yeah, you can go out and do. But always remember, this comes with this too, though. It's not just it's just not this hand. It's both of these hands that come. You see what I'm saying? And I feel like what you guys have, you could really help the young community because there's still kids growing up without fathers. I mean, I don't know about y'all, but even at my age, there's been times where I've been like, fuck, I wish I could call somebody, bro, to help me to figure out my situation.
And I think that's important, man, to talk about too. Is that as men, we don't really have an avenue sometimes, man. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
To be able to let out how we feel or be amongst other men that's willing to listen, right? Because a lot of times, us growing up as kids, when you wanted to chop it up with somebody about some personal shit, they clowning. Everybody clowning on your ass, right? Everybody think you soft, you weak. You understand what I'm saying? So,
but that was our generation growing up, being soft. It's not like now. You see people
lied to me.
Hey, you should have spoke about Jay-Z.
Hip hop lied to me, but no, I think again, even to piggyback, to be able to learn how to listen, man. So I have my own views on certain things, even within the church. It could mess up people's theology.
But you could shape some. That's the thing, though. You could shape somebody's idealisms of it. Because listen, something he may not know, and it could shape how he feels about anything. And like Santino, I don't know your son or kid's name, but they'll grow up with one thing that I don't know your stories. I don't know if you had fathers or moms. I'm not saying anything like that, but they will know a life that a lot of kids will never get to experience.
Yeah, absolutely.
And there's things that you could help them.
I still need to be fathered. Like we'll be able to hopefully soon maybe piggyback on those things, but I still need to be fathered, man. You know what I'm saying? Like losing my pops, I still need to. I'm still learning how to be a son, even after my father's passing. So yeah, man. I think this is something that's dope. It's cool. It's cool on so many different levels. You know what I'm saying?
Well, you don't know either way. Like I like to think of it like this, right? I don't know who watches it, if they watch it. I don't do it to watch it. I do it for escape. I've been doing it since 2014.
That's so fire, though.
Yeah, well, if you do something you love, it isn't so hard to do. You see what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Plus, I'm not good at the job. Never have been. But I really feel this strongly because I know that there's a purpose for us all. But I know that if you were given that type of intelligence, like you to intelligently know how to be emotionally intelligent. Yeah. That's something people don't say this a lot.
Shout out
Dr. Serious. But emotionally intelligent is something that these kids don't even have. Even some of us, if we weren't born in that way,
for sure.
We won't, like, even me, I had a problem. I've never been able to, like, let go of bitches because of my mom. So I would, like, be in love with every girl, and I wouldn't be. Like, after a couple, it's like me and Rod Wave sing the same song. I fall in love easy, and I fall in love quick. You know what I'm saying? So that's like it's
we make that the next topic, man. Something like that.
Yes, come back on the show when you guys got time. Next week, come back here when you guys got a day off. Let's do another session, bro. And even if we don't do it here, we can go somewhere else and we can take the cameras there to get another site. You know what I'm saying? Wherever, but. Even if you don't do this, I strongly feel like y'all should do something to continue putting out that knowledge because there's a lot of people that, men, we're not going to go ask you. We just don't do it. We're going to have to find it. And if you can be that avenue, why not?
Are you asking?
I'm asking.
I accept it, man. These are things that I'm still learning how to do. You know what I mean? Being confident in what I've lost. Let alone still trying to understand what I'm gaining or even have to give.
But don't you feel a little bit better now that you guys, like, even though we're going to go do our lives now and we're going to, whatever we do.
These are the days of our lives.
But if we, now that, like, personally, now that we've done this, when we leave and we go on about our lives, I feel a little bit better too because I know that, not that I have to edit the whole shit, but the fact that, when we put this out, there's people that can hear it. There's people that, you'll be able to bring to, like, hey, check while I was on this podcast. They're going to hear that, and then you'll start hearing what I've said, and then you're going to start hearing, oh, shit, dude wasn't just blowing smoke up my ass. I really got a presence, you know what I'm saying? Because you act like you've been doing this for a long time. and you've always, Frankie, have always been a person that it's something about you, bro. You can just fit in wherever you go. I don't know. Like, I could take that man anywhere. I don't care where it is. And he's like my friend Snoopy, bro. You can fit in with any crowd. I've never been that cat. You know what I'm saying? But it's real. Come back on the show. I love having y'all back on.
Man, for sure.
You down?
Man. I had a great time, man, for sure. You know what I'm saying? And I think we want to continue this, man. You know, at least for the people that's out there. You know?
So that's it. We'll see you guys back next week on the No Show. We're out.